Children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So today we'll learn something about plants in the form of question and answers from our science subject. Clear, children? Now this is the continuation part of the previous session. We have discussed about the state and national level questions which were given from the previous exams. Okay, children? So we'll be continuing the part 2 session here, and we'll continue with the 31st question here. Which of the following plant can grow by the process of layering? So yesterday I explained you what is layering. No, children, we are going to take the stem from the mother plant, and without cutting it we are going to reproduce the another plant from the same stem. Okay, children, this process is called as layering. And which of the following plant can grow by the process of layering? Whether it is A option rose, B jasmine, C birophyllum, or both B and C, that is jasmine and birophyllum. Okay, children, so which one? The answer is B, that is jasmine. Okay, children, so this is the correct answer. The 32nd question. Green plants make their food in the presence of. Okay, children, green plants. So how do they make their food? By the process of photosynthesis. No, and this photosynthesis takes place in the presence of what? A option is sunlight, water and carbon dioxide. Okay. B option is oxygen and water. C is water and carbon dioxide. D is sunlight and water. So what will be the correct answer? Yes, it is A option. That is sunlight, water and carbon dioxide. So when these three are present, then the process of photosynthesis takes place. So where the green plants can make their food. Clear, children? Now we'll go with the statement 1 is trees growing on high altitudes like mountains have needle-like leaves. Okay, children. So altitudes in the sense the region which is high, that is above the sea level or above the ground level. No, that area is called as altitudes. About this you will be learning in detail when you come for the further classes. Okay, children. And right now what we have to understand is high regions like mountains. No, they are very tall and very of very much height. No, those areas are called as high altitudes. And statement 2 is high altitudes are cool regions as temperature decreases with increasing altitude. So normally what happens, on the ground level we will be having high temperature. As we go up, no, towards the sky, the height as it is increases, the temperature decreases. Okay, so that is of what we are telling is high altitudes are cool regions as temperature decreases with increasing altitude. Now what we have to state is whether these two statements are correct or any one statement is correct or both are wrong. Okay, we have to choose the correct option. So for example here A option, what it is telling that both statements 1 and 2 are true and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. Okay, so what it is telling, both statements 1 and 2 are true. Now both 1 and 2 are true and statement 2 is the correct explanation of statement 1. Is this correct, children? Yes. So as I explained you, this is the right option. Okay, I didn't go with the other three options because the first A option is the correct one here. So as we said, as the region increases, as we go high, the temperature decreases, and trees which grow in high altitudes like mountains, they have needle-like leaves, sorry. So this A option is the correct one, children. Now we'll go to the 34th question. Which of the following methods is suitable to keep green coriander fresh for 1 or 2 days? Green coriander leaves. Have you seen this? We will use it in our daily life. no. So like for in cooking process. So what happens? So when you keep which method is going to keep this green coriander leaves fresh for 1 to 2 days? A option is by keeping it in a bowl containing water. B is by keeping it in open. C is by wrapping it in a damp cloth. D is by drying it. So which is the suitable one, children? So by drying it, if we dry it, will come from the down. D option. If we dry it, what will happen? Will it remain fresh? No, it will get dried. No, by wrapping it in a damp cloth, wet cloth. If you wrap it in a wet cloth, no, it will not remain fresh. No, it will spoil. So by keeping it in open, if you keep it open, that is B option, then also it will dry. And now what is remaining? A option. So this is the correct answer. Why? Because when we keep it in a bowl which is containing in water, it will remain fresh for 1 or 2 days. Okay children, clear? Now you try to do this experiment, then you will understand very clearly. Clear? Just experience that. Now the 35th question, which of the following statements is not correct? See here children, we have to select the statement which is not correct. Okay, A option is some plants can grow completely underwater. B is money plant is an example of a climber. Sunflower plant is an insectivorous plant. This is the C option. D1 is roots of some plants are also found above the ground. So which is not correct from this? Some plants can grow completely underwater. A option is also correct. No, some plants can grow completely underwater. Like what type of plants are there? Aquatic plants. Now second one, money plant is a climber. That is also correct. Sunflower plant is an insectivorous plant. Is it true children? No, it is not an insectivorous plant. No, so that is why this statement is wrong. So our correct answer is C option. Clear children? D, roots of some plants are also found above the ground. This is also correct. In some plants, roots can be found above the ground. Clear children? Like for example, air plants. Now, seeds will not be produced in a plant if all of its dash are removed. 36th question children, this is seeds will not be produced in a plant if all of its dash are removed. So what are they? Leaves, branches, flowers and roots. So when we remove all these, okay, seeds will not be produced. What are they? Where do we have the seeds children? Yes, it is C option, flowers. No, leaves, branches and roots, they do not contain seeds. Seeds are only with the flowers. No, are in the flowers. So that is why C option is the correct one. Next question, 37th. What would you plant in soil to grow a new plant of rose? So children, what would you plant in soil? So rose plant example we have taken for number of times here. Then what would you plant in soil to grow this new plant of a rose? Whether it is a bird, whether you take the stem or a tuber or leaves. Yes, we take the stem. That is B option is the correct one. Clear children? Now we'll go with the 38th one. What is found inside a seed? What is found inside a seed? So options are stored food, smaller seeds, a flower and little leaves, pollen. Okay, so what is that? So what did we learnt that? A seed contains food. No, contains food. So food is stored there and that food is going to supplied to the baby plant until it gets its first leaves. No. So that is why our option is A. Correct option is A. That it inside the seed we can find stored food. Clear, children? Now 39th one. Which of the following foods will remain fresh for 1 or 2 days when kept in a dry open place? See, children, when kept in dry open place, which of the following foods will remain fresh? They remain fresh. So whether it is milk, whether it is onion garlic, whether it is cooked rice, or whether it is spinach. So what is it? Which of the following foods will remain fresh? So it is B option, that is onion and garlic. Okay, children? So if you keep milk, cooked rice, spinach, all this is going to spoil. But onion and garlic, they are not going to spoil even though you keep it dry in an open space. Clear, children? Now we'll go to the 41st question. 4 of Mr. Kapoor's pupils made a statement each about the roots of a plant. So here our pupils is nothing but students, children here. So 4 students have made different statements about the roots of plant. So what are they? So Anu, what she is telling? Roots absorb water from the soil. No. And what she is telling? Roots absorb water from the soil. Now Sonali, what she is telling? Roots absorb minerals from the soil. And Amit is telling roots hold plant firmly in the soil. And Sahil is telling roots make food for the plant. So there are 4 statements. Now which of them made incorrect statements? From this, which one has made incorrect statement? See, as Anu said, roots absorb water from the soil. Is it true, children? Yes. Roots absorb minerals also from the soil. Roots hold the plant firmly in the soil. This is also correct what Amit said. And now come to the last one, that is Sahil. Roots make food for the plant. This is the wrong statement. No. Do root makes? No. Leaves make the food for the plant, not roots. So Sahil made the wrong statement. Okay. So now B option, that is Sahil only. This option is the correct answer for our question. Clear, children? Now we'll go with the 42nd question. The classification table given below shows how some plants are grouped according to their usefulness. See, here there is a classification, like we have divided the plants here. And now, like how they how this is grouped according to their usefulness. See here, we have got some useful plants, and in that you have got some plants which provide food, some plants which provide food and material, some plants which provide only material. No, for example, mango. This tree produces only food. Bamboo, like what? Food and material. Bamboo is material and coconut is food. And sometimes coconut is also used as material, like coconut leaves and all that, they also use it as a material. Okay, and even bamboo also. No, so this one, there is a blank here which we have to find it out. So which provides only the material. Okay, which one of the following plants should be put in the space marked X? Whether potatoes, bananas, sugarcane and teak. What is it? Okay, so potatoes are food, sugarcane food, bananas are also food. What is remaining now? Teak. Teak, that teak tree, that is, it produces the wood. Okay, children, so D option is the correct answer. Clear? Now we'll go to the 43rd question here. The given figure shows plant parts labeled as P, Q, R and S. Which of the following options correctly lists the plants in which label part is edible. See children, here you have a picture of a plant. Now here there are some parts which are labeled as Q, P, R and S. No. Now what we have to find is which part is edible here. Which part is edible. Okay. So whereas if you see these are some vegetables. R is there. No, these are some vegetables. P is the stem. S is roots. Q is the leaf. No, can we eat roots children here from this plant? Because here you can see some type of beans and all that here. No. So this, for this plant, can we eat the roots? No. Can we eat the stem? No. Leaves we cannot eat. Edible is which we can eat. No. But these vegetables like beans and all that, so those are edible. No. That are, that is edible. That part is edible. So here in our question, so C option is the correct answer. Okay children, because you can see the like soya bean tree, pea tree, this is no rajma, so that type of tree. So because of that particular vegetables, this R part is edible. So that is why C option is correct. Now we'll go to the 44th question children. What does the given picture shows? What does the given picture shows? Are you able to observe here children? You have got a plant here in the picture and you have got the sunlight here where you are able to get the sunlight. No, and here this is the shadow of the plant. This is the original plant now. So A statement is, A option is plants grow towards ground. B option is plants grow towards light. C is plants grow towards fresh air. And D is plants grow towards shade. So what does the given picture show children? Yes. What are you able to see? You can also see the shadow there. No. So what we can observe is that plants grow towards light. Plants grow towards light. That is B option is the correct one. No, according to this picture. Clear? Shweta puts a stalk of carnation flower into a beaker of water in which some red dye has been added. A few hours later, she observes that the flower has turned red from white. What can Shweta conclude from this experiment? Children, so are you able to understand the question? Like, so Shweta here, she took a white color carnation flower. Okay, then what did she do? She took a beaker and she added water and also added red color, red dye, okay, that is red color. And then after some hours, what happened? This white color flower turned into red color. No, and what can Shweta conclude from this experiment? So that we have to answer. So here options are given. A is water is absorbed by the roots only. B is water is absorbed by the stem only. C, water is lost to the surrounding through the flower. D, water is carried by the stem to the other parts of the plant. Okay, so what here our answer is like children. So D, that is water is carried by the stem to the other parts of the plant. Okay, so that is why this white color flower has become red color. Clear children? This is the answer. Now we'll go to the next question, that is 46th question. Many plants produce pollens that are tiny and light, sticky. Okay, which two of the following are methods of dispersing such pollens? So as we learned children, pollens are very tiny, very small, okay, and very light in the sense without any weight and sticky. No. So which two of the following are methods of dispersing such pollens? In the sense, as we have got dispersal of seeds, no, through various factors like wind, insects, water, air and all that, no. So which two of the following methods of dispersing such pollens do disperse such pollens? So whether it is only wind, that is A option is the second one, that is only by insects. B option is 1 in 2, that is with wind and also insects. C option is 2 and 3, that is by insects and also water. D is all like wind, insects and water. No, all the three options, that is. Okay. So what is the correct one, children? What is the correct one? That is C, through insects and water. Through insects and water. Now why? Because when they are very small and light, that is very weightless, what will happen? So they can float through water. No, float through water. And then when they are sticky, what happens? What we learned? They are going to stick to the body of the insects or any human being or animals. No. So that is why they are carried far away from the mother plant. No, that is why second and third options are the correct answers here. Okay, clear? That is the C option. Now we'll go to the 47th one. What could possibly be the observation of the above given activity? See children, here if you see, you have got two pots here where a plant is planted, and in the first pot here, see what it is written is, take a potted plant, apply Vaseline on both sides of the leaves and wrap it in a transparent polythene bag as it is there. No, and keep the plant in the sunlight. No. So first what did they do? They have applied Vaseline. You know Vaseline, children, like jelly type of substance. So that is applied to the leaves on the either side, both the sides, and they have kept this plant covered with the polythene bag. And the leaves are covered with the polythene bag and they have kept it in the sunlight for 4 to 5 hours. So what will happen after 4 to 5 hours? The first A option is, droplets of water appear in the polythene bag and on the leaves. B option is, droplets of water appear in the polythene bag but not on the leaves. C is, droplets of water appear on the leaves but not in the polythene bag. D is, no droplets of water appear in the polythene bag and on the leaves. So children, here what happens is, you have to remember about transpiration process. Transpiration. No. So what happens here, because the leaves are covered with this gel, that is Vaseline, no, and also covered with the polythene bag, so there is no possibility of exchange of gas and water, that is transpiration. No. So that is why D is the correct answer. No droplets of water appear in the polythene bag and also on the leaves, because the leaves are going to block the stomata there. So that is why no work, in the sense no gas exchange and no water vapor is going to appear. Clear children? So D is the correct answer. Now here 48th question. Which of the following is the best suitable condition for seed to germinate? Okay, so here you can see there is a container and there is sunlight and you have got seed, but there is nothing like water and all that. And in the second picture you have got a container which is with the full of water and sunlight is also there. Third one, C option, container is there. Okay, dry cotton and the seed is wrapped in the dry cotton and there is no sunlight. D option, there is a container and sunlight is also there, and the seed is wrapped in a wet cotton in the sense like which makes the seed remain warm, because of the moisture. So in these pictures, which is the suitable condition for the seed to grow, to germinate? Okay children, so D option is the correct one, because sunlight is also there and the seed is getting the moisture. No, it is also getting the air. So that is why D option is the correct answer. Now 49th question children here. Shruti took a white carnation flower and split its stalk halfway along the length and arranged a setup as shown in the given figure. After some time, she observed that half of the petals turned blue and half turned red. A section through stem also showed blue and red colored areas. What can she infer from this experiment? Same here children, as already there was an experiment with the carnation flower in the before question. So here also again Shruti took a white carnation flower and she split the stalk, in the sense the stem. She divided the stem into two parts. Petals also have changed the color. No, petals is nothing but the flower. No, petals also change the color, and even the stalk, that is the stem here, that also they changed the colors. So what can she learn? A option is stem conducts water to all plant parts. B is stem has localized structures for conduction of water. C is stem conducts solutes along with water. And D is all of these. Okay, all of these. So in which will be the correct answer children? As we already learnt about this, D option. Okay, D option, like all of this, because the stem is going to carry the water to all the parts of the plant. No, suppose if there is any solvent, that is like the color here, mixed with the water, no, then even that is also carried along with the water. Okay, that is solutes, that is which we are mixing in the water. Here we have mixed the red color and blue color, that is also carried with the stem. Okay, so that is why all of these options are correct. That is D option is the right answer. Now children, here which of the following is an insectivorous plant? Our 50th question. Which of the following is an insectivorous plant? Here A is, here you can see pitcher plant. Sorry, I'll just come back. B1 is a flower plant, like maybe this is a peace lily, and this one C is fern plant. Sorry, D1 is a peace lily and B is also another flower plant. Okay, so here which is an insectivorous plant? Insectivorous plant means children which traps and catches the insect. No, A option is the correct one, as you can see in the picture. So this part is made or meant for the insects, where it can trap and catch and eat. Pitcher plant this is. Okay children. 51st question. The exchange of gases as shown in the given figure takes place during when? Here if you can see in the picture, so the leaves are taking the carbon dioxide and they are releasing the oxygen. No, when does this takes place? Either in breathing process or in respiration, evaporation or photosynthesis. Yes, what will be the correct answer children? Yes, it is during the photosynthesis. Okay, clear children? Now we'll go to the 52nd question, the last question of our today's session. What is the function of the part labeled X in the given figure? See children, here you have marked this part as X. What is this part children? This is the stem. Okay. So what is the function of the part? So this is like the stem. Like the options here are to absorb water from the soil. First one. Okay. Second one is to transport food to all parts of the plant. Third one is to transport water to all parts of the plant. And the fourth one is to hold the plant upright to receive sunlight. So which function is done by the stem? Okay children, we'll go with the first one, to absorb water from the soil. Does stem do this work? No. No, this is the work of the roots. No. So that is why this is the wrong function. And to transport food to all parts of the plant. Yes. And to transport water to all parts of the plant. This is also done by the stem. And to hold the plant upright to receive sunlight. No, it holds the plant straight above the ground level. So even the third option is also correct. Okay. So that is why our answer is D option. That is where you get second, third and fourth options. Clear children? So this is what we have learnt, and we have discussed about some question and answers which have come from the previous state and national level examinations. Okay children? So we'll be concluding here. Until then, take care and goodbye.